Hello there and welcome to another video. My name is Tatenda. If you are new to the channel, this is a safe space to talk about all things mental health. The whole channel is dedicated to mental health, your mental well-being. Whether you are a gent, you're a married man, you're a single guy, ladies, children, everyone. It's a safe space from 0 to 18 or 0 to 80. You name it, that's the age, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. The join button is there for you to help us to make sure that we bring or we produce good quality content. Now, someone may be looking at this and thinking, yeah, Tess, you look nice, but I think you can add another camera angle there, another camera angle there. That's not going to be possible unless we've got the resources. Now, the join button is there to help us do that. Now, you may say, maybe I'm a little bit too dark, or maybe I'm not even in a straight position or posture and whatnot. All that, they need help or they need the resources. So for us to get such resources is because of your help. Now, liking, sharing, and subscribing is also free, but you're also helping us. So I think we've put the admin out the way. Now let's come back and make sure that what we are doing here is going to be a brilliant year. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first video for 2025, and I trust you had a very good festive season and you were safe. And I'm so sorry to my friends that lost their loved ones, or my friends that could not make it to up until this point. It's unfortunate that we always say life is too short until it hits you or hits someone close to you. You're like, yeah, it's really tough. So I'm really sorry for the guys that lost their loved ones. It's my humble condolences to you and yours and your loved ones. I'm so sorry. Anyway, for the guys that had a good one, if you had a new family member, congratulations, you're the man, you're the girl, and you've got that little one calling and smiling at you. I had one of my mates, Brandon, he had his child, I think he posted on Facebook and he says, first holiday with my little guy, I think he's 6 months old. He's such a chubby little kid, and you're like, you know what, I love it when gents are growing right in front of my eyes. Boys that used to be clubbing and doing all sorts of nonsense, to say I want to settle down. I want a family. I want things to go in a straight line, in a good direction and all that. It's so amazing to see such things. I also see the same thing with boys that I coach cricket, boys that have gone to high school. And you're like, now some are in grade 12, some are going to start high school, some are going to grade 7, the first day of high school or primary school thereof. And it just makes me so good. And that's part of why mental health is there. And one would ask ourselves, why did I think of a mental health channel? And I'm like, I love people's well-being. I think my favorite answer to that is I love your well-being. I love it when everyone comes together and they say, you know what, I'm in charge of my mental health. I'm in charge of what I'm going through. I'm in charge of, I understand that today I can wake up and I'm not in a good space and it's okay. I love that. I love that about us gents coming together and say, you know what, I'm screwing up in 1, 2, and 3 and I need my brother's help. I love that. Let's keep on with that. Anyway, let's take a little bit of a reflection of 2024 because it's so important to know where you come from for you to understand where you're gonna go. So 2024, I think first things first is a massive shout out. Snoop Dogg once said, I'd like to thank me for the sleepless nights and the early mornings and making sure that I did what I did and made sure that I achieved this music and whatnot. I want to say, I want to thank God for giving me the ability to be consistent all the year through. It is so important to be consistent because I know a lot of people, I can name 5 people right now that I know started their YouTube channels and they never got past 5 episodes. And it's not that I want to judge them, but it's also to understand that, you know what, this speaking with the camera, this is a passion. This is not for everyone. This is not for the faint-hearted. I know it looks cool when you got the lights and you're like, yeah, behind the scenes, yeah, right, and yeah, we're chilling, yeah, we're doing our stuff. But honestly speaking, this is tough. It's like being a teacher or being a doctor. You don't do those or you don't get into those careers because there is money there. There isn't. For teachers, I know, maybe there's teachers in the comment section. Please let me know one teacher that became wealthy and much money in the bank account because it's all about passion. For the doctors, yes, the money may be in the bank account, but the work hours are insane. Literally, you leave the house at 8 p.m., you come back the next day or 48 hours because there was another seizure and another surgery and this and that. So the work hours, you end up not even enjoying that money. But because it's a passion, it becomes easy. So why am I talking about doctors and teachers anyway? Come on. Anyway, the reason why is I want to thank everyone that has been behind the scenes. My wife most especially. For her to sit down on uncomfortable chairs just to watch me or say cut. No. I didn't like what you said there. You're supposed to say this. Like, okay, cut, start again. Or there's the content creation. For her to come, my wife's name is Pumza, and for her to come up with content of what I need to say, when I need to say it, and how I need to say it, that to me is like, wow, that's professionalism on another level. Now, she's a human resources executive, this girl. Now, for her to make sure that when we had the Game On team, if you look in this channel, there is a section that we're dedicated to sports. When we had that, we made sure that guys had contracts. Even though money was not coming in. But there's so much importance in that, because if you don't treat what you're doing professionally, by the time money starts to come in, everything is going to be foreign. So when you start that business of selling tomatoes on the side of the road, treat it as a business. Record down everything, every cent that you've spent, every money that you spent to get to that point, to get to that side of the road. How much were my expenses? How much did I have in sales today? What can I add? What were the people saying? That was marketing skills and all that. Treat it professionally, because you cannot wait until you're a supermarket for you to now say, oh geez, I need to make sure that the books are in order. I need to make sure that my text man is in order. I need to make sure this. So that was the importance of making sure that if we are professional from the get-go, and that's credit to my beautiful wife, there is importance in that. So 2024 brought consistency from my wife's perspective, professionalism. That was amazing. The team that we carried on, we started off with other guys, Harry, Aya, all the guys that we started with, and we ended up getting to a point whereby you're like, that's too much work. Not that I'm complaining that my work was too much, but also you need to understand that if you put all your eggs in one basket, it's easy for all of them to break. So you need intelligence and smartness and wisdom that comes from God to say, you know what, it's okay for me to let go of this part for now. If it ever is going to grow at the next stage, we're going to bring it back into existence. And that's why Game On sort of took a backside pill. Then we had Spill the Beans as well. And you can see even on the channel banner, it says 3 channels or 3 segments under one channel. It's all in the bid of making sure that we are a big production. I don't think Tyler Perry started just thinking of, okay, I'm gonna be part of BET and make sure that all my movies are going in there. He put branches because it's a Tyler Perry group. And that's exactly how I see myself, as a group of companies. And this is me speaking stuff into existence, because that's the bigger picture. So thank you for the professionalism to the team. Thank you to Rudy and Tristan that came in when things were like, yeah, I'm getting tired. Yes, the channel is growing, but the views are not growing as much. That's the one thing about business. And one person once said that when you are in business, for the first 5 years, you're gonna feel like you're not doing anything. But I know for a fact that we are doing something. Same thing with your mental health. It may seem like you're not winning, but I promise you, you are winning. Those small little strides, beginning strides, you're actually getting somewhere. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So if you've already taken that first step, you carry on with that. So there is professionalism, there's consistency. Also, the amount of guests that we came in. It's one thing to approach someone and say, I want you to be on my show. They're going to look at you and say, do you have 100,000 subscribers? Are you ranking an average of 50,000 views a video? And all the answers are no. Yet someone sees the potential in what we are doing and still says, no, Tats, I want to come to the show. Thank you to all the guests that came in 2024, both from mental health perspective and Faith Foundation perspective. I think everyone that is in my circle, thank you to the ones that are shared as well. So let's push on now, coming into 2025, and you ask yourself, what's the way forward? For me, I saw December, I almost went into a burnout, heat stroke and all that. And it comes back again to Did I plan my life in a way that there was rest involved? A lot of times we plan our lives to the T, but part of that T, there is nothing that says, this is my break spot. I never had those. Only in December, that's when you come to realize, like, yes, my shoulder is sore, my arm is sore, my head is aching, my neck, everything. And you're sort of like, that is burnout. So in 2025, I want to lead a life that involves getting rest. It's one thing to speak about mental health, but if I myself am not taking care of my mental health, how do I expect you to be encouraged by what I say, because I'm not living what I say to you? So, in 2025, I plan to have rest, intentionally so. The second part that I'm planning to do in 2025 is to have dedicated family time and go do activities as a family. We went to Artes and someone saw, if you go onto my Facebook and my Instagram, you're going to see the reels of go-karting, paintballing and whatnot. And that was beautiful, man. I felt it. I bought that voucher from FOMO. I bought that voucher, I think, around about August, somewhere there, in the middle of the year. But I was at a point where my December was so packed, so hectic, so much so that I almost could not make it to go because the voucher was expiring on the 30th of December. We went there on the 29th of December. Or was it on the 30th on the dot? But it was so special to spend time as a family. And when I said to my wife that I bought this, she was like, but love, we don't have enough money. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. Point is, I want to be intentional about making sure that we do activities as a family. I want to spend time with my family. I want to say that when it's a Friday, I'm not coaching on a Friday to Saturday to Sunday because we're doing something as a family. Being intentional with activities. We also went to the cricket games. And I'm someone that is within the cricket circles. Yet I didn't have time to go watch the cricket. Because I'm thinking, for me to go spend 4 hours at the Wanderers watching the cricket, I could be making X amount of money. Only to realize that you're not even making that X amount of money, but your rest is important. So I'm encouraging you, whatever that you're doing in this year, please be intentional and put it in your calendar that on this day is my rest day, on this day is my off day. For as long as I have always been playing, watching cricket or coaching cricket, I never intentionally had off days. If a client calls on a Sunday and say, can you do? Yes, I can. If they call on a Friday, yes, I can do. Literally, I'm on call every time, and that's not healthy. And I'm encouraging you not to go in that route. So, with that being said, let's make sure that we're going forward and being consistent with what we are doing. If you are at work and you work in corporate, everyone is set leave days. If you are working and there's no leave days, then you should be worried about the company that you're working for. All right. Number 3, I made it a point that when we're going into the year, I'm going to structure the video that I'm going to put out to you. Because I always pride myself in, I can sit here and not know what I was going to speak about and just go blabbing. There's so much importance in not wasting your time, in my time as well, and my producer's time behind the scenes. If everything is structured, we're going to go and have the video exactly as we have discussed, exactly as we have planned it, exactly as the notes have been taken down. And it's not in a situation whereby I'm reading, so I'm talking about the challenges and not have facial content. I can have the guidelines with the notes that I've taken. So if you've got a YouTube channel or you've got a podcast, structure it. I've always been a fan of saying, no, speak from the heart. Yes, speak from the heart, but you end up wasting time because you're now going off topic or you're forgetting what was my point again because you keep on blabbing. And my wife always says to me that my husband is the worst storyteller. So I've curbed that because I've got a content creator that's going to give me notes. And here, I've got notes here. All right. So we're going to highlight prioritizing mental health and rest. Mental health and rest go hand in hand. So if you rest enough, your mental health state is going to be good. That's why you realize that when you come back now in January, if you rested enough in December, of which most people didn't because you're up and down, gallivanting, having fun, you visit a family member, you're drinking there and you're doing all that, you end up feeling like you're tired by the time you come back to work. That's so important that when you get into December 2025, let's also understand that in as much as we're going on holiday, go to holiday to rest, not to go do activities. Because those activities, you still need another week coming back and starting work, and now you're going to start work on a back foot because you are tired from the holiday that you said you took, the vacation and the rest. Go on holiday and sleep until 12 p.m. It's okay. Set boundaries. Boundaries with your family. Your mother needs to understand that this is my time with my family. Your wife needs to understand that this is my time. I'm giving myself, babes, I'm taking an hour, I'm going to sit in my man cave and please don't disturb me. An hour to myself. Your wife can do the same thing, your son can do the same thing, your daughter can do the same thing, your family members can do the same thing. Set boundaries that from 11 to 12, please do not disturb me. That's not being rude, it's just setting boundaries so that you can also feel yourself come back to yourself. It's so important. Practice gratitude. We started off late middle of the year. We started to do Holy Communion. And part of Holy Communion is remembering what Christ did for us on the cross, dying for our sins. And part of our Holy Communion schedule is to be grateful. So you're going to mention what you're grateful for that week, because we do Holy Communion on a Sunday, and we are grateful for what happened from Sunday to the next Sunday and what you're looking forward to for the coming Sunday. So when you practice gratitude, you start seeing solutions, not problems. In everything that you do, just say, I'm thankful. If you don't want to say thank God, but I thank God that I managed to get to another Friday and I'm still in good spirits. I'm not sick. I didn't have a flu. I didn't break my back. No one's fought with me. I didn't have a fight with my wife. Or even if I did, we managed to resolve it. That's practicing gratitude. So whatever we do, let us be thankful in everything that we do. Moving your body. Let's put so much emphasis on exercise. And exercise doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a gym membership. You can walk in your complex, you can walk in your estate, you can walk in your neighborhood. Make it a point that when you come back from work, take a walk and just think about yourself. A brisk 10-minute walk will do you good because you're moving your body. Because a lot of times we tend to say, I've been in the office the whole day and I'm tired. When I come back home, I just want to rest. Before you do that, even go on to YouTube, there's 5-minute videos or 10-minute videos, do some sort of a workout. And speaking of workout, I still remember I was speaking to my wife the other night, and we've recorded 2 videos for Faith, 3 videos or 2 videos for Faith Foundations, and it was around 10, 11. And she's like, love, must I do exercise or just do 2 tomorrow? And I'm like, no, do your exercises. And as she was in the, I think 15, 20 minutes, she finished in 30 minutes, she comes to me and says, no, thank you. Thank you for pushing me because I had already given it up. I was like, this day is a write-off, so I'm not gonna work out. There's so much importance in making sure that you stick to your schedule. If you said you're gonna work out at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock you must be working out. If something happens, don't leave it out to tomorrow, rather do it. We do the same thing with Holy Communion. If we are not home by 5 o'clock and we get home at 7, we're going to do it at 7. We're not going to say, it's 2 hours later, it's fine, we'll do it next week. Never leave things for tomorrow. If it's exercise, be intentional, because once you are committed to that area or disciplined in that area, it's going to be easier to progress in other things in your life. Same like making your bed. It's good for your mental health. Reach out for help. Gents. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing wrong in asking for help. And I still remember a few years ago, I reached out to a brother because I was in the pits. The brother turned me away. The brother shunned me away, and I ended up going through nonsense because I did not have that help. But fact still remains, I could have reached out to someone else. Just because one door closes doesn't mean that you can carry on and do nonsense. You can keep on knocking. For as long as you knock, my door is always open. My number is everywhere. My social media handles are everywhere. So when you need help, you're not coming to me because I'm the grandmaster of solutions and everything that you need for your life. But sometimes you just need someone to hear you out. when you come to me and you say, bruh, this is what I'm going through, I may be able to suggest a therapist that is my friend and call them and like, you know what, mate, this guy doesn't have enough. I can pay 50% of him coming to therapy. Can you please help? You understand? Or I don't even have that 50%. Can you help? Maybe they've got time on their end. They can say, no, come, let's talk. Never be scared to seek help. It's important. You cannot do this life on your own. That's why we are always in prayer to say, Lord, send people my way that are going to help me. And when those people come through, let me be in a position to acknowledge that, oh, there is my helping hand. There is the person that's going to help me. And don't feel sad or don't feel embarrassed for asking help. You're not dumb for asking for help. You're actually a good person for asking help. Yeah. Let's share a sneak peek of our upcoming topics, and we're going to speak more around stuff that's going to be fun. This year, we want to be intentional, and I've been intentional about vlogs, and you're going to see more and more vlogs. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think I should add another playlist of vlogs of everything that I do with my family when we go out? And I want to see yours. Let me know. You never know. The person behind this camera is just saying yes because she loves those kind of things. Yeah. Yes, that's what I mean. The same channel, different playlist. Duh. You understand? So there's going to be a channel, a playlist that is called vlogs. And I've been intentional with that, and I've been loving the speaking behind the scenes and the background, voiceover and that kind of thing, because we're trying to do something different. So look out. If you are happy, let me know in the comment section. Are you happy with me starting another playlist? And if I do, are you going to watch it? Because you can't just make me work on stuff and you don't do it, and you don't come in and watch with me. No, I'm joking. All right. Reassure us. You guys are being the best. You guys have been with us. You guys have been loyal. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. I hope to see more engagements with comments. So please, when you watch this, don't just watch it and come to my WhatsApp and say, that's amazing video. Please do it here, because the more you send the comments on here, the algorithm is going to pick and spread it to other people. So from me to you guys, I just want to say, I wish you the best for 2025. And whatever that you're doing in 2025, just understand that you are where you are because you are graced, you are blessed. You are going through those trials because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You're already on a good space. You're already in the right space. You're already on the right channels. You are working towards the right goal. You being here, that means you want to work on your mental health. And you and I coming together, we're going to do it. Now we've got an email address. We've got this banner here. That is there for you to advertise your product. And if you can't join the button, you can advertise your product. And as you're advertising, we get something out of it. And the people that you're advertising to, you also get a reach. That's the whole purpose of having this banner. It's not going to ever say, support the channel, advertise here. It's going to speak about your stuff. And I'm going to do the theme, the design, the graphic design, everything that you need. You just tell me what you do, and we do everything. We can even do a 30-minute segment of just talking about your product and get excited and be like, oh, look at this. Oh, this is a nice drink. Look at this non-alcoholic, and it's a margarita, and it's nice. You understand? That's what we're trying to achieve, and that's how we get a kickback. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking around. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Hopefully next time when we come together, something different would have happened and you have clicked subscribe by then, because it takes people 3 videos or 4 videos for them to realize that, no, let me just click subscribe. So let's hope this is the 3rd video before you can because there's so many videos that you can find relevance from. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Stay safe, keep believing. God loves you. I love you. God loves you more. Cheers for now.